Hey y'all, welcome back to OTCC TV with your girl Shima. You know how we do. We hop into our weekly gold outlook and we do a top-down analysis from the monthly to the daily. For starters though, thank you again for supporting the channel, tuning in, sharing, liking, and comment. It all looks good on the algorithm, so I thank you all. Not to mention, we have just hit 300 followers. Thank you so much. It is because of you that I continue to do this, to be honest. I love charting and I see that others love to see some of this charting as well. So thank you for joining in on this journey and let's hop into it. So starting here on our monthly chart, as you can see, gold is basically a miniature doji. Price is technically beneath that mid line, those dotted blue lines. We're beneath that middle line of this parallel channel. Also, we are literally at the bottom, so the support of the prior month's candle, that red candle. For me, we could break below this level, right? We have a wick to the top here at this resistance, which is sitting at around 2063, 2061. But again, we are now at the support of the prior month, which is 2038, 2039, I believe, if we deep dive into the chart. Also, it seems that we are sitting at the top of these three wicks that we had prior. With that said, here on the monthly, we could see some potential further downside from here, but again, it is the start of the month, so let's hop over to our weekly and see if we can get any other details. So here on the weekly, again, as you can see, the candlestick here, we had a full wick here to 20, it looked like it was 2065, but we pulled all the way back again beneath this midway parallel channel line. And now we are above the prior week's candle, or rather sitting kind of like right at the top of the prior week's candle of the wick of that candle. So it looks like a hammer to me, right? A hammer on the chart. So we'll see what that plays out. I know we have a trend line here as well that has broken, even if we're just starting from right here. We have a trend line that broke, right? But technically looking at this on the weekly, the candlestick didn't hold across that trend line. So that gives me some bearish sentiment currently, even if it's in the interim moment, the interim time thus far. That's giving me a bearish sentiment again, just because we didn't fully break and hold. Now, if we are to close next week across that trend line, then yes, I would consider us more on a bullish tear. But again, we just need to wait on those confirmations, right? Oh, let's throw in the other trend line. So basically, also looking at this bottom trend line as well, we see price technically has just pulled back into this pennant. So let's drill down over to our daily and see if price is giving us any other signals. Again, as we can see here on this daily, we can see where price has pretty much pulled all the way back to this 50. That's the green line. And then technically near this trend line that we broke from, right? Price moved up, broke across the 50 and broke across the trend line. We had some wick rejections though, major wick rejections here. Each time we pushed, it pulled back. Each time we pushed, it pulled back. So finally we had that on NFP on Friday, just pushed price all the way down here to 2028. Then we settled at the end of the day at 2039. That's where we closed. There are a few order blocks here and things like that. As you can see, this clear resistance here where price just hasn't broke this 2024 level. I mean, it kind of wicked across it, but again, we just haven't broke it yet, right? So these are the things that we would want to look at for breaks for further upside and things like that. That's one line, and then we'll throw in another line where we would need like full breaks technically on the daily here. So let's give us a few levels that we want to look at into next week. I personally would like to see a break here, 2025 for further upside, and then of course a break of 2027 for further downside. But also really quick, I want to point out too, any break clearly beneath 2039. That can give us a nice push to the downside to 2027, which would be just pretty clutch if I do say so myself. It's a nice little short from 2039 to 2027. Of course, you would drill down in closer into the chart on like a 4 hour to really dig in deeper to see for those intraday moves. But again, just looking at this chart, price got that clean rejection from that 2060 zone that we haven't been able to break, and we have those wick rejections. Price is beneath this parallel mid channel line, and we're holding a little bit above the support of the prior day's candle. However, I would just wait on price action, let the week play out a little bit to really see exactly which way the chart wants to go. Just throwing another trend line here. Yeah, that's the trend line that we technically had broke first. But if we want to catch the tail from last week. So yeah, that 2027 would be a crucial break to the downside, even though we do see this trend line is still there that we would need to cross as well. That is what I'm looking at on this daily time frame. So drill down to the smaller time frames for those intraday trades. Let me know what you see in the charts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this, more technical analysis and things like that. Looking forward to seeing how this week turns out. So you know what we do. Keep trading. Peace.